Streaming live from the USA, it's the T and Telly Show with Maria.
There I am. Hey, everybody. How's it going tonight? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody's going to come trickling in as we go. The weather has been nice. So I always catch people coming in on the rewatch because you guys are out there having fun. Be safe and keep cool. Thank you for being here. Alicia, thank you for helping me out tonight, wrenching for me. And so I am excited about tonight. It's going to be kind of fun. TJ, thank you so much. Everybody, author TJ in the house. Thanks for joining. Good to see you here. But I'm kind of excited about tonight because I wanted to make it a little bit different interview, something fun. But we have an awesome guest tonight, courtesy of my co-host. So I'm going to bring my co-host on tonight. You guys all know him and love him. Pranakashka Productions, Matt. And I want to have him join me now. How are you, Matt?
I'm trying to do a chat. Uh-oh.
We busted you.
Okay, well, so much for that. Wait, let me just press.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead and type away. I don't have strict rules here. Well, I kind of have some rules, but not
I'm
those
trying to
kind of
chat and be a host. Now, am I I can't remember. Am I a co-host or am I a guest?
You're my co-host tonight.
Okay, I'm a co-host. All right.
Yes, you're my co-host because I have you as a guest another time.
Okay.
Because tonight we're bringing on a fabulous guest, and he is just wonderful, and I thoroughly enjoyed being entertained by him, and I want my viewers to enjoy him as well. You're going to love him, so let me bring him on with you tonight. Tonight we have Bryan MCCLURE, so thank you so much for being here. Had trouble. You know, you think you speak Spanish, your tongue can roll. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. So let me rearrange some folks here. Matt wanted to be down here. There we go. Now we got everybody in order. Yes. Welcome, Bryan. Thanks so much for being here. Yes. As you can see, my background is the lovely photo of one of the things I wanted to chat about tonight. The awesome movie that I had a chance to see, and with Bryan in it. I love this cover. This is an awesome cover because the scenery in this movie is just amazing.
Yeah, we had some really amazing shots from Istvan. Was that he's our DP? He got some amazing shots, so it translated into some of the graphics that we have.
That is awesome. So I can tell before I ask some questions, because I can jump ahead of myself. I'm going to go over the movie here a little bit. But hey, Jim, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Dave, Bob, driving by. And thanks so much for you being here. I love when you guys are here supporting. And some of you are lurking, but you can say hi. Don't be shy. Anyway, so Matt, Bryan, you have like so much on your resume. You have supporting roles, but you also, from what I've seen, do a lot more as well. Do you produce as well?
I am getting more into producing, and I've helped out in small capacity as a producer, but I wouldn't really call myself a producer.
Still more than some of us have done.
I know how much work that real producers do. So
yeah, still, it's a lot more than some of us have done. We watch it. I think I was in one movie. I didn't do it have anything to do with the production of it. What do I know? Mackany, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. You guys are all so awesome for supporting. And tonight we are going to talk about some other things you do, but the one thing is you are a lead role in this movie, and you did such a fabulous job. I watched it by myself, and for those of you counting, you weren't there to count how many times I snorted when I was laughing because I was laughing. I was
Really.
laughing pretty good. I loved it. Matt, what have you got to say about this?
I loved it too. Like me and my wife saw it about a week ago, and I thought it was great. I thought it was just beautiful cinematography for
Mhm.
one thing, and the acting all around was excellent.
Yeah,
Both Bryan and Eddie, and then all the supporting actors.
yeah.
And then the camera work, besides the beautiful scenery, just
Mm-hmm.
the camera work and the color.
Mm-hmm.
It was overall just an excellent, very well done movie.
It was. I
Yeah.
really loved it. That
Um,
little girl is
oh
too
yeah.
adorable. Oh my God.
Share
Yeah.
a story about Sammy, that little girl. She actually asked if she could be my pen pal afterwards. So we actually wrote back
Oh,
and forth for a while
oh,
after
how
I filmed because she
sweet.
wanted to be my pen pal.
How
That's
sweet.
great.
Yeah,
She is adorable.
yeah,
And she says in the movie she's 5, I think. And I have kids, so I don't know what, like, if I think she's 5, but if she is, she nailed that role. She just,
yeah.
like,
She would blew everybody away. She was awesome. You
and
should
some
see
act,
behind the scenes videos. Like she loves Selena, and so she got like the whole room dancing to Selena.
that's so sweet. Oh my God. Bitty bitty bum bum.
Yeah,
I I know that some actors are like, I don't want to work with kids, but with you, it looked like you had fun with
I had
her,
a
right?
blast. Yeah,
Because she just is adorable.
yeah.
But I have some pictures that I took of that, so I can show some of it because I want these guys to get excited about it. From I'm laughing thinking about the scene, but I don't want to give it all away. No spoilers, but I do want to show them some stuff. And Alicia just put up Bryan's link to his Facebook. Thank you, Lisa. So you can follow him there and what he's doing. And so I want to show. You know, I forgot to ask you, Brian. Is it okay if we show the trailer? It should be, right?
Yeah, it's out online. Yeah, you can show it. Sure.
Okay, because I'm kind of waiting. We've got more coming in here, but I wanted to make sure more came in. Um,
Can I say something?
yeah, absolutely. Take it away. You shut
Now,
me up anytime.
watch out, because like I wished I hadn't seen the trailer, because like most trailers, it gave away like half the gags in the movie
Did it?
out of context. So like for me, I like the movie way better than the trailer, but that's just me. Like I know PJ saw it and he said he loved the trailer.
He did.
So,
Yeah,
so
PJ loved the
you
trailer.
may need to shield your eyes if you're my type of folk here.
Well, I will show. I will show. So I had gathered some.
Here's my thought about that in regards to it's an independently made movie, and so we have to really showcase what the movie holds to get people to come to it. It doesn't, it
Yeah,
doesn't have Brad Pitt in it. Like people go see Brad Pitt in anything, you
right.
know. So it's like Brad Pitt's in this. You don't have to show a trailer and like people show up, right? you know. I think we have to show like some of what our movie's about and what it holds for
Yeah.
really to get people to actually come watch an
Yeah.
independent movie.
Well, as for an independent film, it was very. You can't tell because I know
Yeah.
a lot of my friends are independent filmmakers and stuff, and their films are great, but you can tell the difference. And this one is just. I don't know what else to say, but I'm trying not to give too much away. I'm going to share
Can I
some
ask a
of them.
question? Brian, do you know, are you able to say what the budget for the movie was?
I don't know what it ended up being, and I'm trying to think if that's something that the filmmakers disclose. So I'm trying to think if I should share it. But I mean, I think on IMDb it says it's listed as $1 million, but I
Yeah.
honestly don't even know if it was actually that.
Okay.
Well, you can
But
tell there was some funds put behind it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we actually did it. We didn't have a big budget. It was pretty small. It was a very reasonably sized budget. I mean,
Okay.
I guess reasonably is stretching it. It was very small budget, and sometimes as a result, we only got like 1 or 2 takes on a scene. Like it was like nail it,
Really?
put it on. So
Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Interesting. Was it actually filmed in Mexico, or did you film it in California, the whole thing?
they filmed a lot of the B-roll stuff. So like stuff that you see that looks, I mean, some of the stuff that looks like Mexico might actually be Mexico, or it might have been California that was cheated to look like Mexico. The venue in California, and
Right.
the big house that resort kind of place that I go to, that was in Malibu, actually.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Malibu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the movie, I totally believed you're in Mexico.
Yeah.
It took me like a week to finally realize, oh, you know what? They probably shot that in California. You know,
Yeah.
so
No,
they
it
pulled it
was
off
good.
completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I think in the movie you're kind of learning or fumbling your way through Spanish, but you actually speak some languages, or is it only the accents you do well?
I love accents, and I've been learning. I studied some Spanish in school, but I've never been like someone who's been able to speak it fluently. Like I don't speak it enough to be able to like hear it and translate it in real time and say it back. But I am learning, and I have been using Duolingo. I'm pretty proud to say I'm
Is
at
it
like 140-day streak studying Spanish on Duolingo.
really
Yeah.
nice? We'll have to have you on, and
Que
we'll have to do a
bueno.
Spanish stream, huh? Right? No, just kidding. Yeah.
Well, to tell you the truth, Maria, that's why I kind of sent him your way, is because, from my opinion, like I think that this movie will do well both with your typical USA audience, but also the whole Latino crowd. I think would really dig it. And I know
Yeah.
you want to do some Spanish stuff on your channel, so
Yeah, me and Peach are going to be doing some and bringing in, and I've already been receiving a lot of feedback from our Spanish speakers. And so I wanted to include some things that they can relate to. I thought it was awesome that it had both the Spanish and English to it, because it helps kind of introduce the two together for those that speak Spanish can kind of learn some English and vice versa. I think it's important that we can communicate together. TJ in our audience here, he speaks Spanish. He'll be helping us as well. And so I'm excited to do that. So absolutely, I'm so glad you did. And you know what I loved about it was that the families in there were so relatable to my families. I was like, oh my God, that looks like my deal.
Well, you know what killed me is Eddie, who plays Karina in the movie. The way she did her makeup and everything in the movie, she looked exactly like my salsa teacher. I was like, that's my NC. That's my salsa teacher I know from like 10 years ago. So, except she doesn't have the freckles, but still. But so cool. The other thing I really dug about the movie was that once he made the road trip, it was like all the Latinos were the true heroes of the movie, you know?
Yeah.
And like they were the ones who actually had it together and, you know, knew how to maneuver in their environment. They could speak both English and Spanish, you know, and Bryan's like the star, but he's kind of, in a way, he's sort of like the clown, you know, kind of stumbling around, which is,
know.
And in many ways, that's like the opposite of your typical Hollywood formula. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really dug that they flipped it.
Yeah. Was it difficult to get through the Spanish part of it?
When you say difficult as far as like just like hearing it and actually acting along opposite it, I mean, most of it I actually knew. Like I would either look it up or I knew most of it already. Plus, like I had to make informed choices as an actor to like know what was being said, and there was always translation happening. Like if I didn't know it, you know, either the various different elements in the film that would translate it for me. So sometimes just not being fully aware in the moment actually played into like, what's happening? What do you mean?
Well, I want to explain why we're bringing some of this up, and I'm only going to go based off what the description is of the movie. But hey, G-Force, thank you so much for being here. And I'm trying to do this without my glasses, like I can. Wait, okay. Okay. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Glasses are cool.
I just like the reflection because, hang on a second. TJ is saying, adventurous and daring because you're just putting things out there and hoping to get discovered. People do their best effort, and many talented artists get a chance to shine. Yeah, you know what though? There's a lot of big names going to independent films as well. Like really, like some of the ones who've been in it for years, because I think more people are turning to independent films because sometimes it can be a little better. So,
There's great stories that are told through independent film, and oftentimes really great relationships like between people that are written in independent films.
yeah,
Right.
Just because it's
Also-
independent doesn't mean it's a low budget. Sometimes there's
exactly.
very expensive independent films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's and I never assume independent means low budget. For me, when I hear independent, it is that they're just not going with a big production because people want to be able to control their own movie to make it as their own without all of these, changes that they don't want. They want it to be interpreted as they see it. And so independent is usually the best way to go to be able to do that. So I don't think of it as low budget at all. It's definitely a way for people to make what they want the way they want it. G-Force is singing to me.
Oh yeah, Maria. I have a question for Bryan too. So,
yeah.
did after they when they were in post production and before they released it, do you know did they do any kind of audience test on it at all, or did they just throw it out there?
That is a good question. I feel like they did do some like minor stuff, but I don't know because I'm actually based in Atlanta, and all of the production and post production happened in Los Angeles. So after after I wrapped, it was like I didn't see it until it was done. Mostly, I got to see some like Zoom conferences that we did as far as like promoting it and stuff, but I didn't really see it till like everybody saw it pretty much. I think I actually did get to see it a little bit sooner than everybody got to see it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like we're all into the Orville over here in this area, and like a lot of the people on the Orville were saying the same thing. We're like they all got together for these big watch parties, and they all saw it watching the show kind of like fans because they're like, oh, we shot this like 2 years ago and we've never actually seen it, and then they actually get to watch the episode and they're like, oh wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Similar type of thing.
I feel like a sci-fi would be a little bit different though, because there's so much added in post. Like it's like, oh wow, that looks way different than, because like you got all your visual effects shots where pretty much most of the things that we saw, except for there's a little event that happens in the conference rooms. Those of you who have seen it know, on top of the table, which is something that didn't happen in real time. It was some visual effects that was added in.
Oh, that was a green screen?
Yeah, there was some green screen involved with that.
Ah, really well done, because you totally couldn't tell. Yeah. Oops, we just lost Maria.
Yeah, so.
Hey, there we go. I'm trying to control files over here.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up a photo of one of the scenes that I couldn't stop laughing at, and I'm not going to share like the whole thing behind it, but I do want to share this moment here. Where did it go? I just had it. Here we go. So this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I got a story about that too.
Go ahead, because I can't talk right now.
So the funny thing was, the coolest thing was that Bryan, I interviewed Bryan on my channel about a week ago or so, and so we actually text each other pretty often right now. So while I was watching the show, I was texting him, and right then I think I sent you a text like, "Oh man, you can do the splits way better than me." And I can't remember what you said back. You said something really funny back.
I don't remember what I said either. But actually,
Unless,
I personally can do the splits way better than that, which is
really?
very weird for a man to be able to do the splits like I can.
In this part of the movie, he is dancing with this very lovely gal. And those moves you were busting out there were just, I was cracking up.
Like, this is funny about this. We had someone playing Kumba music. I think that's how it's said. And I've never really listened to that genre. And I don't really know how to dance to that specific beat. And so it's like, obviously, when you get into the movie, it's a way different beat than actually is what we were listening to. So
right.
it's interesting for me to move to a beat that I wasn't really like familiar with. And that's more of like a different rhythm than.
Yeah,
like,
it is cumbia. It is. And they probably did that on purpose so that you would look a bit awkward.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a really good dancer normally, okay?
Here he's trying to do the splits and it doesn't go so well, people. It doesn't go in the sound effects. And I'm just like, I'm a little cringing. It's just,
I had someone that watched it recently that actually commented on like my expert grunting sounds.
that was hilarious. We have a question here.
Bill Mummy did not bring his guitar to the set of Space Command when I was on set with him. I don't know that he did at all, but he didn't when I was there. But thank you for the question. Would have liked to heard of some of his music.
But that brings up another thing we forgot to say about Bryan's movie is that the music, the soundtrack is really good. I thought it was excellent.
Actually, I was going to say the same thing when we brought up the music.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's why this movie, I mean, it's a quote independent movie and apparently low budget, but you can't really tell because everything's so well done. You know?
Yeah, it
so
was.
Kudos
it
to the producers and everybody. And
Yeah,
even this scene, like, I mean, the cinematography in this scene was beautiful, and the lighting. You're in a bar, right?
Yeah.
But it was so beautifully lit, and it was dark, but the colors were really vibrant, and it just totally looked so good.
Yeah, the
It did.
He did so good, and he works nonstop now. Like the guy, I mean, because he's so good, he's consistently just always working on something. People
I mean, even in this one, it's an outside setting where it's in the evening, and the scenery behind is really awesome, and the lighting was just right where you could tell it was evening, but you could still see without having to turn the brightness up on your TV. And this actress here was just awesome. Absolutely beautiful. And she reminded me of one of my elder tias with the same wisdom and demeanor and everything. And I was like, oh, made me miss my family. But it was awesome. I loved this scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of really neat things. Like also your buddies, you know, you have your business partner who's Indian,
right?
And then you've got your other your lawyer who's Latino. So there's a real good international vibe to the whole movie that I really dug.
Yeah, he was funny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, America's Most. That was he was awesome. They both were really good. Here's another one that cracked me up. I love this one.
A lot of people said they liked that scene.
Don't give it away, though.
I'm not giving anything away. I actually was like, I can't show that because, yeah. But yeah. And basically, without giving stuff away, he is at least trying to learn the language and she is trying to teach him.
Mhm.
And, yeah. One other thing I loved about this is food is such a big part of our culture. And they seem to have centered it a lot around food and wine. And I loved that. Did you get to eat good stuff?
Yeah, we didn't eat it like any of the big catered items that you see that because she's a chef. Eddie plays a aspiring chef. We didn't eat any like that fancy octopus or anything like that.
Oh, God.
We ate well,
Yeah. Oh, God. Even the tacos that you guys were, oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's so hungry.
Those were good. We did actually end up eating that for lunch that day.
Did you? Oh. When one part where the guy's all chopping up the carne, the meat, and I was like, oh my God. You guys, those tacos look so good. Was gonna bring that show up too. Time. Thank you so much. Time is from the UK. So
awesome.
Channel is Space Command on. Is it streaming?
Right now, we actually, and this is where I met Matt, we just had our premiere of Space Command at the Chinese Theater, what was it, 3 weeks ago at this point? Something like that, 3-4 weeks ago. And so we premiered the first 2 hours of it. And the goal right now is to find like a bigger studio that wants to partner with us so that we can make the rest of the season and then release it on that platform. And so our creator Mark Zickery is in discussions with people right now, and hopefully we can land on a platform for people to view. I know the first 2 hours is available for pre-order on DVD from the website, which is spacecommand-series.com. So if you want to see the first 2 hours and have it on DVD, you can order it there. So thank you for the question.
And you can also see the first hour of it on YouTube on Mark Zickery's channel called Mr. Sci-Fi. And it's got zillions of views. I think it has I thought it had 1 million, but I think it's more like close to 200,000 views.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, it's got over 1 million. I think there might be 2 different versions on there. And it does have a version of it that is over 1 million views.
Okay, great. Yeah, so just if you search on Mr. Sci-Fi, if you find that channel, Mr. Sci-Fi, you'll find Space Command on there.
Yeah, this. Am I not showing it? Good gosh. Hang on a second. Where did it go? It's supposed to be here somewhere. 1 second. I was...
Since we're on Space Command, Bryan, I want to ask you this. Has anybody ever proposed that you and Ethan would make a good Batman and Robin?
No, but that would be amazing.
I could totally see it.
You're right. You're right about that. That would be awesome. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm about to pull that up because this is what everybody's
I also think we should start a campaign once we have season 4, locked in for the Orville.
Yeah.
The next campaign will be Bryan McClure on the Orville.
That would be awesome.
I could totally see him as a character, or at least a guest star in that show.
I'm here for it.
That would be cool. Oh my God. You would be worshipped, Bryan.
Yeah. He would totally fit in.
Totally.
You could just see, I could totally see it.
I'll have to talk to Tom about that.
Yeah.
Be like, Tom.
Yeah.
Rolando, thank you for being here.
And the Orville was number 3, the number 3 streaming show last week.
Oh my gosh.
Of
yeah.
Everything out there, the Orville was number 3. It was almost number 2 by just a hair.
It's getting there.
It's the show to want to be on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to be on there. The crew is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about movies and shows that become successful is that the one thing about the Orville is that everybody, loves Seth, Tom, all the actors and everything. As a family, they always use that term family. And Bryan and the crew the actors and the crew and the people you're working with all seem to have that as well. Like you guys had a chance to bond during this time just because of the way you guys really interacted in the movie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's interesting things that, like I'm trying to think about it, without saying too much about the film, but there are parts of it where that we shot like towards the end of the film at like one of the very first scenes and meeting one of the actresses that I got to act with. One of the very like last scenes of the movie was actually one of the first. That was the like first time I met her.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. And then, yeah, wow.
Okay. Are we talking about Space Command right now?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch back to the other one. I
Okay.
was just laughing at TJ's hashtag over here.
I'm here for it, TJ. Put it out there. Make it viral.
Also, let me bring this one up. Because you did quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And
We got the hashtag. Ooh.
so for those of you who know the Space Command one, he also has other stuff that he has done too.
Chest up.
Yeah. So, and then, I wanted to show that. Where am I?
How recent was that?
I did that in December.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And then I need to get like PJ and share better because I'm fumbling around here.
So did Chester? What was he, like a lawyer or something like that, or what was he in the
He
show?
was a scientist, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yep. May or may not
Forensic
have been a good
scientist.
person.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
He looks nice enough.
Okay. I thought I had some more in here. So you have a lot of talents as well. And I know we talked about your accents, but holy moly, you got a lot of accents under your belt there, which is so cool because that really helps in other roles. And you have a lot of stuff in post-production right now.
There are some things, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
guys are definitely going to have to make sure you follow him because sorry, I missed a couple of comments here. Where am I?
Yeah, it might be good for parties because 5 years from now you can say, well, I was back when Bryan wasn't the superstar. I mean,
he's a
I knew him
superstar
on
now.
the show.
He's a superstar now.
After he dethroned Brad Pitt.
Don't have to have a trailer anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have to. Hey, I still need a trailer. I'm sorry. Dr. O, thank you so much for being here. And again, thank you for my tea and Telly necklace. He gave me, did you see this, Matt? He gave me a tea and Telly necklace. It's got a TV
cool.
and a tea cup. It's awesome. Anyway, he says his favorite part of the dance scene early in the film was make a sandwich dance move.
I've broken that out on the dance floor before. You better believe that.
Those dance moves. Yeah, Lisa's loving the apron. I've got to get one too.
Oh yeah, I have another question. Am I allowed to have questions?
Oh, of course. That's what I have you here for. Help me out.
So this was in the trailer, so I think it's not a spoiler, but there was the bit with the ice cube in your nose.
Ice cube?
So, yeah, the ice cube. Whose idea was that?
I don't know if it was an ice cube. It wasn't an ice cube.
It wasn't an ice cube? What was it?
No, snot.
It was supposed to be snot? Oh, I thought it was an ice cube.
I know, I saw this. It was loogie. Yeah. It was loogie.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
But it was a CGI loogie or was it a real one?
Oh my gosh.
It's some special effects.
Okay, maybe that's why it looked like an ice cube.
No, I saw a loogie. I was like, oh my God.
I saw an ice cube and I'm like, how did he get the ice cube through the straw, up his nose, and down the other side? Is that like a trick that he knows or something?
No. I was cracking it because that is everything that you were doing was something that I would do and go through. I have Tony Murdoch here. Thanks for being here and with your question as well. And Tony says, the movie was beautiful, the talent was superb, and much like a home cooked meal. What made it even better was that it was made with love for Mexico by Patrick and Christina Nava. That's awesome.
Okay, Tony, can you copy and paste that into Rotten Tomatoes for us?
Yeah.
That's a great review.
That is, I'm going to have to go in there and do that myself. Do you know Tony? Bryan? Because and let's see everybody else. It was really, it's just loved it. My favorite part of the line, though. No, I don't want to say it because I want these people to see it. You can catch it on. I saw it on Amazon. That's where I got it.
Yeah.
Yes, TJ, you'll have to see it. It is a very good movie. And let me see if anybody else has questions. And let me check the time here because I want to get.
I want to do another plug for it too. It's like, I mean, I typically don't really watch romantic comedies, and I mean, the only time I would is if like maybe my wife's watching like a Hallmark Channel or something like that, and I happen to be in the room. But I watched it because it was Bryan's movie, but I loved it. I mean, I really dug that movie.
I don't do a lot of romantic movie. It's funny because I'm a romantic person and I'm very emotional, like cry at everything. But I haven't watched those serious romantic movies. I love romantic comedy movies, so it was right up my alley. But it was just so great. Doctor, I was asking, have you ever done any heavy FX makeup in your roles?
I haven't done anything like full body prosthetic stuff, but I have done something I worked with a student filmmaker at AFI where I ended up having to do a whole like face mask that was to make my face look like I had complete scarring on my face. So that was a really interesting role to take on and do because the idea was that my father had in the story, my father had fallen asleep with a sleepy cigarette, as it's called, and like it burned up my face.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's
character's name was Mutt.
Yeah, I was gonna pull up your IMDb for other things that you were in because you were in a lot of good stuff there that I wanted to talk about, but because this was pretty recent, I wanted to highlight it. And Time says getting a Thunder vibes from that poster. Which poster? The one, well, I showed two of them, and this one as well.
Probably the Space Command one.
I'm not from Canada. Nope, I'm from the United States. Hailing from the Midwest, grew up in Iowa.
It's like Captain Kirk.
That's right.
Let's go. Thanks for you guys popping in here. And thank you, Dr. O, for that. That's right. I saw it on Amazon, but it's also on HBO Max. So, and I know a lot of you have it. So make sure you catch that. There is one thing I want to do before we move forward. And Matt, I think you were going to bring that up. Okay, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Because I want to do this while I have Bryan here with me for support. For those of you who'd seen, I have never had a s'more before, like ever.
Oh, yeah.
And Bryan is a professional s'more connoisseur, right?
Yep. Yes.
Professional.
So I wanted to try one real quick while you talk about. Now, guys, safety first. But I don't think this is a date kind of snack. So I just have this feeling that you would want to do this on a date.
I would. Why
Would
not?
you?
Why not?
Okay.
S'mores are good anytime.
You know what? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to use a candle for this, you guys.
Yeah, she's got the candle.
Yes. Let me turn on my flame here. 1 second. Do I have it on? Yes. Okay.
She's She's turning on the flame.
That is a very cool lighter.
I absolutely love this thing. It's awesome. And so let me get this fire going.
So why do we need a flame?
Well,
Flame.
the
It's the only
idea-
way to.
Yeah, you can't just eat the marshmallow by itself. It has to
Right.
be-
And some's got to melt the chocolate, right?
Hey,
I'm
that's
trying to
you can
get
do
the-
that technique, the chocolate melt. It's not necessary to enjoy the smell. The marshmallow needs to be melted.
Yes.
That's the
I'm
important-
making the flame higher, so bear with me a second.
So our
Make
candle
sure.
is like our miniature campfire.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm making it wider, so bear with me. There we go. And so, okay. I forget. Okay. So I got my jetpack.
Ooh,
The
we got
jetpacks.
we got the marshmallow pod.
The good God, God, it smells so good. I'm gonna use it as a pillow and then eat it while you're sleeping.
They call it so for a reason. Once you have these things, you're gonna want more.
Oh no, because like I need to do that. But yes. Okay, and then
Now, do we have Dolly Parton graham crackers?
she doesn't. I don't think she has a contract with them. Just Duncan Hines for
Dang.
now. I know.
Hey,
My
sponsor.
Hershey's.
Duncan
Yeah.
Hines graham crackers. Okay.
Oh God, it smells good. And then my graham crackers. Now I've
There's like
had
a
them.
mini commercial
What's
for
that?
Honey Maid. I feel like there's a mini commercial for Honey
Oh, I
Maid.
know, right?
There's Hershey's chocolate.
I know. You could tell I do food videos because I show everything that I use. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna. So this is funny. Somebody sent me a clip of. Is it Sandlot where the kids are?
Oh yeah.
Is it Sandlot
Yep.
where the kids are? One kid doesn't know what it is. He's like, "S'more what?"
An iconic scene.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna mute this while I open so you don't hear all this.
See, I'm gonna go ahead and just I got myself some ingredients. I feel like
Ooh.
I don't want her to have to eat it some more alone. So
Okay.
I'm
Thank you.
a
I
candle
didn't want to eat
myself,
it all.
Oh,
but
I
mine's
got this.
a birthday candle. So we'll
Oh my
see how
god,
this
you got
goes.
big time.
he's using the birthday candle. I'm gonna watch.
I got the idea
And I got it on a,
from
Ooh.
so we'll
from
see.
Joe
Definitely
Mlutz.
No,
I got-
and then Mr.
yeah.
Brian, the crew,
Brian's got a better
he's lit the
candle.
candle. Brian's ahead.
You know
Let's
what?
see.
So I mean, already, so this can happen, Maria. Be
Hey, look
aware.
at that.
A marshmallow
Okay.
can catch on fire, which used to happen for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll remember that.
But I
So
don't want to set my apartment building
no,
like
that's why I said safety first.
whole alarms off. It's working.
Okay, so I'm opening this up. I got the idea, guys, from Joe Malazzi, and Save the Gate, the writer and director of Stargate. He had posted, he's always posting food stuff, and he had posted something about the flavor of s'mores, and I was like, I wouldn't know because I've never had one, and everybody lost their mind. What do you mean you've never
haven't
had
had a
one
s'more?
before? And I was like, I haven't. So they challenged me to do that. And so that's why I was like, let's do it live then. And what better way to do that than with Bryan? Probably the weirdest interview he's had.
Look at that.
Excuse to make a s'more myself with a candle, which I've never done.
That
Oh,
brings
wow.
up a discussion about the proper way to roast marshmallows. Now, there's some people, I'm of the school similar to Brian, where I just light the whole thing on fire
Well-
and then take the black off after it's done. But I know other people are more
Really?
patient and they'll actually just
So-
let it brown.
Well, the
I was
thing is,
gonna-
it's easier, I'm finding, to actually let it brown when you actually have a real fire instead of just a candle.
Oh, so if it was a real fire, you'd just brown it.
Sometimes I do it. I don't think I noticed that much of a difference in taste, but I feel like it's like the perfect s'more when it's golden brown like that. So
So-
here's my.
Did you
Oh,
do
wow,
this?
that was fast.
I know, I'm still opening stuff. Did
Dang.
you do this mostly camping or?
camping with friends. Growing up, actually, my family and I would actually make fires out back quite a bit. My
nice.
dad made this like cool thing up by his garage where he just had a fire pit up there, and we just really enjoyed sitting around it. So,
Oh, nice.
me and
I've gone camping, but I never really did that.
You
Let me
never
make sure I'm
did
doing this right.
s'mores?
whoever
So,
you went camping with didn't show you how to do it right.
okay, wait.
Yeah,
Let me.
that's smart.
So the graham cracker first, then the chocolate next, I would assume, because that's what's gonna melt it.
And you have to realize it's regional, so you're learning the Atlanta, Georgia version.
Atlantis.
Like in Seattle, we don't do it like that at
Learning the
all.
Iowa version.
Okay, so here I am. I'm gonna roast mine, and hopefully it doesn't catch my hat or microphone on.
Right.
So if
On
it does
fire.
catch on fire, feel free to like not panic and just blow it out.
Not panic.
And if it takes too long, just don't get in lighter fluid first.
Oh, it's roasting. And my marshmallow. I used to call them mushmallows because I couldn't say the other one.
See, I'm a fan of the 2 marshmallow per s'more. Some people like the 1 per s'more.
You're too. So, oh my god! So it's a thing. So you're either a 1 marshmallow or 2 marshmallow person.
But I have been seeing some very large marshmallows that have been made. That's kind of like a 2-for-1 marshmallow out there.
Now, my question is, I mean, in Seattle, the way we do it is it's always kind of like a sandwich.
Oh, I'm not done. Yep, the top's about it.
Okay, so we're
almost there. We're just getting the because we're just doing this, this. Oh my gosh, he's got the tube going. Oh my gosh.
And the gooiness, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
See, you know what? I think it would be fun to do on a date, maybe.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if I agree. It's fun. It's a fun thing. I actually made one recently with some friends with Doritos on it.
Oh,
I think it was between 2 Doritos because that's all we had.
Doritos more?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, of course, people are into chocolate with sea salt. Have you ever had sea salt chocolate?
They had that kind of like savory and salty kind of thing going.
Really?
Okay.
I don't know. I
thought it was going to kind of be terrible, but it was like, it's not so bad.
So does the MSG add to it even more? Or?
It makes the flavors a lot better, yeah.
Because as you know, Doritos have a lot of MSG. That's like what gives it the flavor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I used to have a friend that used to go around saying, no MSG. I'm like, what? Why? I think it's the fun part. Okay, I have a question.
I think in Spanish, chocolate is chocolate, right?
Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate, but how do you say marshmallow?
Good question, because I never had to have a marshmallow. And and oh my gosh, it's all gooey and stuff. I think I did it right. So I'm getting there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay.
The gooey or the batter?
This was recorded.
Let me put out my. I made it. Look, I did it. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm ready.
Now they're biting in. Oh, there's this. There was this streamer coming off of Maria. Though.
It's good.
That was probably planned. That was reminiscent of the Ice Cube scene, we'll say, from Bryan's movie.
Don't. It was not an Ice Cube. Stop it.
That means you got. Actually, you know what that means? That you and Bryan are on a date right now.
It's a privilege.
It's an honor. Let me tell you. But this is so good.
It's a big day. Like you're gonna mark the rest of your life as like pre-s'more and post-s'more. Like, life just wasn't the same before having a s'more.
It's good. Oh my god, how can I not? Sorry, talking with my mouth full.
Of course, now I'm gonna have to try a Dorito one. So, did you just stick it in between 2 Doritos, or did you add a Dorito in between the graham crackers?
I think I ended up with the Doritos as a graham cracker.
Oh my gosh,
Well, that makes me want to go even one notch further and put a little bit of salsa in there as well.
Oh boy, now you're getting crazy. Calm down.
Okay, I'm in love. This is good.
Oui,
Um,
chocolate.
Chocolate.
Oh, does anybody in the chat know how to say marshmallow in Spanish? Does anybody know how to go to Google Translate?
Elise, hello.
I do it, except I'm afraid to do it on my iPad because then I might lose the chat.
Elise, yes, yum. I love Elise. Thank you for being here. Beautiful woman.
We've got to know.
Rapunzel. It's time for see what you did, Rapunzel. This was all you encouraging me to do this.
Smarty and Telly.
This
We're
is
still
so good.
waiting. Come on, chatters.
Oh my god.
Carlotina. Does that sound right? Carlotina?
Argentina?
That sounds about right. I don't know.
How do you say s'more? I guess that would be smoocho.
Mucho?
A smoocho.
Es mucho.
Yeah, me gustaría una smoocho, señor.
No, Bavicio?
Jim.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. That's funny.
Oh,
You know,
Elise is on. I see Elise in the chat now.
I know, that's what I was saying. Elise is here. She brightened up the room with her presence here. El Marshmallow.
How do you say marshmallow in Australian?
Marshmallow.
I'm like, what?
Elise is from Australia.
I told them. Okay.
This joke's right, guys.
I can't believe we did that, but that was, it was so fun and it's good. It is not going to help my figure any, but man, it was good.
How about the diet marshmallow ingredients?
El marshmallow.
That was
El marshmallow.
marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Marshmallow. Maybe.
That made me thirsty though, but it was good. And TJ, who speaks Spanish, Barbavisco.
Oh.
It sounds so much healthier in Spanish than it does in English.
Sounds marvelous.
We have a special guest in front
Who's
of
your
our
special
live
guest?
stream.
Hi.
This is my wife, Beverly, otherwise known as Chef Bev.
Hello.
How are you,
This
Bev?
is Bryan.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Bryan.
Now, Bev was the one who wanted to know if Bryan got that apron or not.
Didn't get to keep it, unfortunately. Maybe I'll have to ask the creators if they still have it around and they can send it to me because I do like to cook. So.
Oh, he does like to cook. He said he might be able to get. Okay, she can't hear what you're saying because I got it in my thingies.
Well, let me listen to this.
Here, have a thingy.
Okay.
One more time, Bryan.
Like I said, I'll have to ask the creators if I can get if they still have it, if I can get the apron from them, and because I do like to cook. So.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
It's awesome to cook.
See,
I love cooking.
Again, do we have someone who is a cook on the Orville? I don't think we do.
Jay Lee plays piano.
Jay Lee plays piano, but I mean, like, as a character on the show.
Oh, I don't remember, to be honest. I don't
think we do.
I don't think we do.
So there we go.
There you go. Chef on the show.
Hey,
Like, you could show up as a caterer, and then they would like your food so much that you become a regular.
A regular.
Yeah.
I like
Hey,
it.
Tom, you watching? Tom? Oh, and don't you have, well, I wonder if I should, do you have a B-Day coming up soon too?
Oh, a what?
A birthday, like next month
Oh.
or something?
Not next month. Actually, 3 months from today.
Oh, okay. That was soon.
4 months from today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
December?
Yep.
What day?
I'm a December baby too.
Oh, you're a Sagittarius, right?
Is there anything else?
I thought you were the
Aren't we the
Aries for some
best?
reason.
Aren't we the best?
Is Ethan the Aries? I thought one of you guys was
Yeah,
an
Ethan's a
Aries.
Sagittarius as well.
Okay,
Ethan's
why
a
am I
Aries.
Oh
thinking
my
that?
gosh.
Okay, these are my people.
Yeah.
These are my Sagittarians.
Right.
Well, maybe if we're nice, they might invite us to Atlanta sometime.
It is. Spot calls them marshmallows.
Well, I'm gonna let you go because I just got home from work. So nice meeting y'all.
Good to meet you. Thanks for
Bye.
popping in.
There you go.
Angle the camera higher. Yeah, that's about it, right? I'll just be like, just showing my eyes.
Whole interviews like from this angle, like
Right. Let me see. What else was I going to say? Oh, and I've seen some of you like photography too, because you have some pictures that you've done, right?
I did just start a little thing on my Instagram, just like collecting some of the photography I take. But it's not like I enjoy it and I appreciate good photography, but I don't really do it as a hobby regularly. It's just like, oh, this is a pretty picture or something like that.
Yeah, I'm making sure that we kind of bring out all of your talents so that somebody watching can be like, I need him.
He's our guy.
He's our guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's something in the chat.
Because you were great. I mean, I told Bryan, I said, okay, you made me cry. You guys made me cry. Okay, I couldn't help it. I was all and so to those who made and wrote this, my compliments to them for laughter and tears are the best emotions.
Okay, well, there's something we got to address in the chat.
Okay, I'm trying to get there.
Jim Henry is saying, well, we don't need a shop because we have replicators. Okay, number one, everybody knows that replicator food has a horrible aftertaste and that real food is way better. So that's why we have Anson Mount on Strange New Worlds cooking real food.
Right. See, they use synthesizers to make food, but they need chef. Yeah, because synthesizers don't do it with love.
Exactly.
And
you gotta have love.
Yes. And
that brings up a good point that our friend here, Bryan, if you haven't noticed, completely exudes love.
Yes.
Like, this guy is so nice.
He is.
And is such a, I mean, he's just like, the more you get to know him, you're like, oh, I love this guy.
I know.
You know?
I know. Because I told Matt, I said, Bryan's going to be telling you, how do you shut her up? I was like, because he's just so fun to talk with.
I remember we figured it out. It's like you just say, repeat after, okay, Bryan, repeat after me. Cierra la boca, mi amor.
He's trying to teach you
Me gustaría uno dos momentos de silencio.
Right. I need a lot of moments inside. Yeah, I can talk.
So that was like, shut your mouth, my love.
Yes.
I need 1 or 2 moments of silence. Or you could just, or if you don't want to say all that, you can just like go bastante.
Yeah, a whole lot of it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys, make sure you catch this movie. You're going to love it. It's great. There's some parts that I wish I could tell you. I just don't want to give any spoilers because I know you guys are going to want to watch this. He is excellent.
Vote to see how many people actually want to see the trailer.
Yeah,
let's see the trailer.
Do you want to? Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it up because
I'll just go like this.
You go like that. You already saw it, weirdo. Just what? You already saw it. Let me see. Give me a sec while I pull it up here.
A little bit.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay. If you're watching the trailer, if you see the scene with it's supposed to be a booger, I swear it looks like an ice cube.
It does not look like an ice cube, Matt. You need to change your glass prescription.
I don't know what kind of ice cubes you're putting in your drinks. But...
No kidding.
Well, we'll see it. Maybe we can freeze frame that spot.
Okay, let me see. Here's the trailer. Let me open this up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open it. Oh, I gotta do this first. Let me share my screen. We're gonna.
I seriously thought it was just like some special party trick that you always did, so you just throw it into the movie. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. Here we go. Let me share it. I got it on. Is it the big screen? Do I have it big screened?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, audio's
okay.
on.
Pretty cool.
We don't need no stinking audio.
Twerking. Yeah, it can even help even the most awkward person find love with just a simple touch of the boobs. I was gonna say.
He's created the perfect app that finds the perfect match for anyone. I doubt it could find a match for me. I'm a man of bizarre pleasures.
You're so hot.
But there's only one problem.
Sometimes I get nervous.
Don't be nervous. I don't fight.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That was an ice cube.
No hablo inglés.
You don't speak
Listen,
English?
Vicky.
Give me your address.
Yeah!
But she doesn't speak English. How does that work?
The less she can understand you, the better.
Maybe language isn't a barrier for love. We're going to Mexico.
Let's go to Mexico, bro!
This is a surprise visit?
Hola.
Hola. Close on this girl today and we go home. We don't have time for this lost in translation crap.
Till you experience the kind of love that punches you in the gut, you haven't become a true man. Just when you think you can have it all.
He rode in on his motorcycle looking all Sons of Anarchy with his muscles and his...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
In matters of the heart, the tongue can get in the way.
Oh no, you just asked her to give you her tongue. No tenemos nada en común, estúpido.
True.
True.
Don't say my name.
True.
Nope. Don't say my name! Shut up!
In other words,
Oh my gosh.
you know what they say about wine and women?
The cheap ones give you headaches.
Savor every moment.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. It's so funny. He gets dude slapped in it and
Everything
kissed
happens.
a lot.
Kiss.
Kiss scenes.
So Maria, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Like, did you watch Univision, right?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Relatively.
I used to watch it a lot when I was really trying to learn Spanish, and I kind of picked up like the humor on Univision was kind of in this movie a bit. Did you see that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think, again, you're, with the culture that's being presented, you want to make it as relatable as possible. So, but I don't know. I think the writing was great. And what's his name? I feel horrible.
The
guy who was on the table and then he was with. He is also really good at executing those crazy scenes. Oh my god. the rubber glove. That's all I have to say.
For example,
glove.
for example, the fact that they had him fall in love with the cleaning lady, and she was and they made her out to be just like this really sort of cardboard character, right? To me, that was like Univision type of humor.
Yeah. I thought it was great. It didn't have like predictable stuff. I think it was all pretty well done in that sense.
Yeah.
Hang on one sec. I'm trying to catch up with the chat because then I'm going to let Bryan have his evening. Let me see. Question for you there.
I was actually asked to grow it. I think I might have had it when I auditioned for it, and I just said, "You want me to keep it?" And I said, let's keep it." So
it worked good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elise says, "Yeah, you got to see it. It's really cute." Let me just catch up here.
So Elise would especially relate to your character because she's developing a game for an Orville game. She's part of the development crew.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah. So in real life, have you ever done any programming or any kind of high tech stuff like that?
I mean, I got my degree in graphic design, so I also own a graphic and web design business. So I have coded websites.
Oh yeah, you're a computer geek too.
So actually, that slice of your character actually kind of bleeds in from real life.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
That's cool. I haven't developed apps, but I have coded websites.
Oh man, I build computers, but on the other part, I'm lost. I'd be like asking you, Bryan, I'm like, okay, I built it. You take care of the rest. I don't know what to do from here. You guys.
I have one question about and that. Hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but how is it that they were pitching the app to this company for millions of dollars, yet they already had quite a few people using it already?
They have
Like,
to have beta testers.
how did they? How? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, there's already people using it, but they were. Well, I mean, I guess it could have been the thing. Like, the company got off the. This is me like thinking because I don't know. We didn't have this conversation, but like the idea that it's gotten so successful that then you start pitching it to people that want to be, take it and own it kind of thing.
Take it to another level.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
companies like that start off independently like that to where they don't have
You
that
ever heard
kind of
of
money
this?
behind it.
You ever heard of this small company called Twitter? There's this guy that talked about buying that.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe.
True.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good point.
That's exactly it.
Really good point.
That's exactly it. And plus they have to have beta testers too. Here I go again looking like an Oompa Loompa.
I wonder if Elon Musk could sit in full lotus. That would be interesting.
I don't know.
Keep you up at night?
Well, now it will.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about that. Oh my gosh.
I'd be satisfied if if I saw a picture of him in half lotus. That'd be good enough for me.
I'm gonna have to have a whole nother talk with you, Matt. A whole other Oprah show, okay?
Oh.
But oh my gosh. So let me just check the chat here and then I'm gonna let Bryan have his way because I have his way, go his way. So because I usually go an hour and so we have met that time. And let me see.
Though I usually go 2 hours, so maybe we can split the difference.
And well, I can't do 2 hours.
Yeah. How about hour and a half?
I'm a Zen priest. I got to do Zen priesty stuff after that.
Oh, you do? Oh,
yes.
Oops.
And I don't know that I didn't ever say, Bryan, you want to be on there for 2 hours? So yes, web design.
Well, he can just charge overtime. He gets like time and a half overtime.
Right. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Cleon, you guys, what?
They both speak Klingon. Kapla.
Silicon Valley series on HBO. Thank you, Dr. O, for putting in that stuff for me. I think he liked and watched the show as well. And let me see. Well, you missed it, or you didn't have your volume up because I've been snorting plenty. Sorry, guys.
Wait, what's so bad about snorting? Snorting is beautiful.
Nobody snorts ice cubes.
That's true. But it's not snort, it's actually ohm through the nostrils.
Ohm. Oh gosh, you guys are cracking me up. You know what? This was a different type of interview. I like to have fun, make you comfortable, and I hope you were. We had so much fun with you, Bryan, and
thanks for having me.
I really want everybody to go out and catch this and stuff. You know, my channel's all about the slogan we have, me and PJ, as we grow together, and that goes for those in every industry, whether it's acting or singing or whatever, and support your artists and your actors and your everybody. If this was you definitely would love the support, because when you're talented like Bryan, we would love to see you more. And I actually have a feeling that you are going to be doing so much more, because it's great. You're really a natural. Did you study it, or is it just a natural thing that you're doing?
I didn't grow up doing it, but I have taken a lot of classes since I was called to do it, since God called me to this place.
Yeah. Well, you're on the right path. TJ is asking to come back, and maybe when you have some of your new projects out, we can visit those so we can get those in there. Our community is pretty big. And when we love something, we love it. If you can't tell, since Matt kept bringing up the Orville, which is awesome because I'm the Orville too. But this was all about Bryan. You can find it on Amazon. That's where I found it. Just go under your movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and HBO Max. So if you have that, you'll find it there as well. And I think there's a few others.
It's like what is it? Redbox.
Redbox.
There's it's not. You can YouTube as well. I think that when you rent it on YouTube, you can buy it off the rentals on YouTube, I think. Voodoo. I think those are some that I remember that were on.
Nice. I'll have to see if I can get that on DVD. Right. Amazon and HBO. And Jim says, thanks, Brian. Good luck with your future projects. I think you're going to rock it because you already are. You're already a star. So thank you so much for being here with me on Tea and Telly to speak. And Matt, thank you for introducing me to Brian. It's been such a pleasure.
My pleasure.
And
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was like, yes.
You just popped into my mind, and I'm like, yep.
Thank you. I hope you had fun. And
Can I ask Brian one final question?
Oh, sure.
So have you ever, how good are you at like 3 or 4D visualization, like especially as far as stellar cartography and that kind of a thing?
Say what?
Like visualization,
like
3-dimensional and 4th-dimensional.
You mean on the computer? This computer fancy stuff?
Like actually creating 3D graphics?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, just, you know, any of that kind of stuff, because I know they have a need for that.
Yeah, I mean, I looked into it for a while, but it's pretty involved, and so I didn't really go down that niche of learning like 3D
We need to
graphics.
see him in front of the camera.
Yeah. Well, you can fake it, right?
I have one animation credit though. I did do that. It was just like a line drawing that I turned into. It was a girl with like in her skirt that she started. It was a line drawing on a piece of paper that ended up. The kid was looking at it and he visualized her like moving and shaking her hips at him, and so I animated it in Flash. So it wasn't
nice.
you know, really involved animation, but man, it took me like 2 weeks of 40 hours a week just to do this little thing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to look into modeling and animation.
No, that's a lot of work. I mean, so much work. I mean, I interviewed Eric Hayden, who did the visual effects for the Orville, and the amount of hours and time to do what they did. My hat's off to anybody who does that. But Lisa's saying, what a great interview. And yeah, I love to have fun here. And so I'm glad you guys did. So I will wrap up for the evening. We'll do our dolly cakes next time, and the pet of the week next time too.
With
next
s'mores.
week, I'm going to have Cameron and I believe Cardinal Sin with me for, I believe it's UFOs. But yes, animation takes ages, and you should know that, you creator of 3D graphics, you. So thank you guys so much for being here. Matt, thank you for introducing again and for helping me out here as my co-host. I much appreciate it. Brian, you've been such a blast and such a sweetheart. I thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, you guys, I will catch you guys Tuesday for meditation. No, wait, the next one. Sorry. We'll see you next Friday. Have fun, be safe, and take care of each other, and be good to animals as well. Take care of them. I'll see you guys later.